Mexico. I don't know a lick of Spanish. Like that's one thing. Like not so much the instruments, but knowing different languages. Because if I would know another language, Spanish, I could put it in my music, and I still want to learn, but I'm not the most patient, and yeah, you
I
know.
would think you would actually want to learn
I
instruments.
do. Well, I want to learn how to. I want instruments too, and to speak, different languages or whatever. But definitely, it's just one of those things. It's like we're grown now, and it's just about applying my time to that because it's like it's not bringing in the money. So it's like you only got a certain amount of time in a day. I remember when I was first making music, I'd be 12, 13, 14 years old. I had a basic setup, a pop filter, a basic what we have like uh what would it be? Pantyhose on the
Yeah,
damn whatever, something simple,
sock or something.
yeah, in the closet, and I'd record like a mixtape in like a weekend. Now we're I'm grown and I don't got the time to do that. So now it's more strategized, I guess. But yeah,
The reason why I bring up instruments, well, you brought up instruments actually, but it's like your music. I feel like you can kind of divert. You diverse and can really do anything. Like if you grab a beat, it's gonna be some hood shit, of course, but I feel like you can take a beat and put live instruments and
yeah,
make that beat what it is.
yeah, definitely.
So much to a point where I feel like you kind of hold yourself back in your music
Yeah,
doing so much gangster shit.
you're right. I totally feel that 100%. That's what, like, honestly, this latest album, uh, Dying Breed. I mean, it shows exactly the title says it all. And if you listen to it, it's like a drawn out album. It's got a story behind it, and you can tell, you can kind of look into my life a little bit like that. But at the same time, I've done a lot of experiments in the past and trying to find my artistry and build my artistry. It's like some things that I might not like as much, some listeners do. Like I dropped a song with this he's this big name in Queens or Jersey. He's out there, but Elijah the Boy, and I did a singing collaboration with him. It's called Still Winning, and it was so different. Like I was rapping about some, getting money, on my 10 type, but I was kind of singing, but that had more impact out the state than any song that I've done. Hundreds of thousands of streams. I think it's at 55,000 YouTube views, but someone in Kansas City might not be like fuck with it, But that's the beautiful, I guess, impact of music.
Or you thinking they might not fuck with it
Yeah,
because of
just where we are.
yeah. So sometimes you got to not think about
Yeah,
that.
right.
I used to do that, man. I'm gonna make a song about this, a song for this, a song for that, instead of just being me and
Yeah,
like whatever.
yeah,
If gangsta shit gonna come out,
yeah,
then that's what's
yeah,
gonna come out. If I do this, that's just. I feel like if you got fans, your fans gonna fuck with whatever you do, and whatever they don't like, they'll let you know
right.
too. Though.
Yeah,
But I feel like your fan base is damn near like anything you do.
right. Yeah,
Not to say,
for sure.
I'm just saying I feel like you have fans.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You got people that actually
going.
fuck with you. So no matter what you do, they gon' if you go, you say you're gonna go work at Taco Bell, they're gonna pull up and buy
Yeah,
Taco
yeah,
Bell.
yeah.
They're gonna pull up at the job.
Definitely.
You know,
Yeah.
not to say that that sounds crazy.
Yeah, but nah, it's
no,
the
you
truth.
know what I'm
It's the
saying?
truth.
But
The people are gonna follow you, if your name is impactful to them.
yeah, so listening to the album,
Yeah.
I'm like, God, it was dope. But just like I said,
Yeah.
6 songs is gangster shit. So
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
Put
I
me in
wish
a.
he
It
could-
kind of puts me in a box.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you're more talented
Yeah,
than
than
those.
that.
But I understand what you were going for.
Yeah,
too,
for
though.
sure.
Because I toyed with that a lot. I would do a CD and it's fucking 8 stressful songs on there. Like, nigga, all we need is 2 of those. We don't
Right.
need
Yeah.
8.
Right.
So the next one, I challenge you to make a project and
Yeah.
make because you got a couple on there that's different. One
Yeah,
you was on there
definitely.
kind of talking talking to yourself or something down
Yeah.
there, like y'all rapping.
Where you at is where you at. I'm talking to not a younger version of me, but like a little brother. You
Yeah.
know, like trying to coach him up on, he's trying to get out and he's trying to do what he, get his money or
Some more
whatever.
of
And
that.
I'm the big homie being like, look, you can do that, but shit comes with this. So, be careful, just how we all came up. You know what I'm saying? Most of us, if you're in that environment and it like I said, the whole album is a story. It's a story. But yeah, at the same time, I was really digging deep in this. You know the I mean, loyalty is worth more than money on my back of my hoodie. Like more into that strictly like hard gangster rap type shit with this album. But I can do so much more.
You can. I know that, but that's just me. I had to say it. If I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
say
for
it,
sure.
I'd be.
Yeah,
But like I said, and I did it, man. Just tap more into the artistry, because the more you still stand on that gangster shit, your mind gonna stay on that shit.
yeah, for sure.
It's already in you.
sure.
You ain't
Yeah,
even
for
really
sure.
gotta
Yeah,
explain it. I'm not wasting my time in the lab explaining
yeah,
so much. It's not that you're explaining so much, but it's more so because you wanted to do this.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, I feel like I feel like you're a natural kind of leader.
yeah.
People
for sure.
look up to you.
Yeah,
So with that, we got to get more game,
Right.
which you did,
right, for
but
sure.
more. You know what I'm saying? But
when it-
just more game.
When it comes to also like yeah, I've been doing the music thing for a long time, and yes, I'm a leader, and I got motion outside of music, so it's kind of like my lifestyle is a reflection of my music in a sense. But when it comes to certain like music that I've done, also like I've been doing it, releasing mixtapes since I was like 12 or 13. So everything I know for a fact, I'm like growing, continuing to grow with my artistry and just flows, my what's the word, cadences and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But up to this point, I almost still feel like, and that's a like I don't even know. I know who I am, and the fans that fuck with me know who I am. But at the same time, I don't know if they know what to expect from me. Which is a good thing at the same time, but because it's like my music's everywhere. But I guess that's a good thing. I just kind of like with this album, I kind of wanted to be on like, okay, this is what I'm on from now on out. But at the same time, like you said, like why put myself in that box? When I could do some different, like melodize something instead of just being strictly on, look, I get money, stay out my way, this is what I'm on. Like I could be so much more and broaden my horizon so much more. So I'm gonna continue doing that.
Especially with projects, man, because sometimes you don't, man. Everybody going to jail. Everybody getting killed. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever want to have to. It became a point in because I used to rap about what I would do if this happened.
Yeah.
But sometimes you bring that on yourself too.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
know what I'm saying? So it's like,
once you got
me,
once you got a eye, you know what I'm saying, like a buzz,
yeah,
and more people are listening to it, and then it's like, yeah, I definitely respect an artist that is truthful.
yeah.
But at the
for
same
sure.
time, it's like I see what you're saying, like nah, because next thing you know, someone's watching it, someone else is watching it, someone else is watching it, and it's just a whole bunch of I mean, I'm alive, I'm here,
Yeah.
I feel it, and that's just. I guess it comes with the territory, but it's also about moving smart and moving with wisdom. So
Yeah, more wisdom, because I still had
Still
trouble
fuck
with
up,
it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still had. Nah, I wouldn't even consider it a fuck up. It's just this is what we was born and raised
Yeah,
in.
for sure.
So I'm never gonna leave it, but it's not gonna be
Yeah.
8 songs out of 13. It won't be that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna try to tap into, because that's easy to do.
Yeah.
Let me tap into the real artistry though. But who are your influences in music? And I ask because some of your hooks, I'm listening to. Okay, that's dope how you did that.
Mm-hmm.
What made him do that? What made him change?
Once again, I mean, it's family based for real. Luna, Salas, but at the same time, like how many shots can a tough guy take? That
Yeah.
was influenced by Eminem. That's
Okay.
on some
Okay.
like like
I
psycho
can see
shit,
it. I
like
can see it.
you know. So I do that a lot. That was kind of like the one of the more nuttier songs on the album, because it's like it makes a listener be like, okay, number one, he can really rap.
Yeah.
Number two, this motherfucker's actually crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's artistry, and
Yeah.
like it's just me being creative, and so I'd say Eminem, uh, Family, of course, and I fuck with a lot of Millies.
Yeah.
He's from
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah. I feel you.
Uh, who else? It's really just me, my lifestyle, just like my hustle and my what I stand for. It just comes naturally, like how I say this. I don't really have to think too much into it because
Real life.
it's just real life.
What's
Yeah.
what's the goal?
The goal in the music,
Yeah.
stay independent and pretty much I look a lot at Tech, what he got, what he's built, what he's doing, and kind of just an independent drive. But I've always, like I've never, although the music's good and stuff, but like I said, it's a reflection of my life. My life is gonna be good. If my life isn't good, my music's not gonna, you know, be a mirror, be a reflection. So I think as long as I continue to grow as a person, the music and the career will only get bigger. With I own entertainment label, Formulate Entertainment. That's that's we sell T-shirts, hoodies, hats. We do T-shirt printing. We do live shows. It's so it's. I've always looked at the music as more of a business. You know, and less of just a lot of people lack the business savvy
Yeah.
side of it, and that because it's fun still, but I have to, and I've always done that with anything. Like, okay, if I put this much amount of money into it, I expect to get this much amount back, or reach this amount of people. So the sky's the limit with how far we're gonna take this music. I think it's just I think I'll probably make music till forever because like it's my life. However I feel, I got a lot of unreleased music, and that's another thing with my music. Like most of my music is like 6 months to a year behind. So if I drop something today, that probably like a year ago. How I was
Yeah.
feeling a year ago. So it's therapy. So it's gonna continue growing as I grow as a person.
How do you feel about that now? Say you did do something 6 months ago, and then right now you're a total different person. Would you rather record now and drop now, or still kind of hold everything in and drop?
I
Being
think I
because
think
it's closer to like how you feeling now.
yeah.
Because somebody might hear something stressful from 6 months ago.
Yeah. As I think I like my flow with it because I never I'm always me. Like my character never changes. I
Gotcha.
never say anything that I would wish I'd take back.
Gotcha.
If I do write that, yeah, I won't. But me as a person, like I'm not spiteful. If I said it 2 years ago, I feel the same way today. So um but now, if I was on a bigger platform and like the music was 10 times faster, I'd probably be dropping a lot more music because now I don't drop as much as I really want to as the big names because I don't want my song or my albums to get less attention than they deserve. And even after pumping them for 6 months to a year, I still feel like they don't. And that's just the work behind it that got to keep on. Like I'm promoting songs and music videos and albums from years ago still, like stickers and merch and stuff like that. Like so, it's current still. Everything that I've done years ago, like the the catalog is there.
With y'all throwing shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one would you get better gratification in? Making a good amount of money from this show or making a good amount of fans? So you performed, so you had 100 out, right? You made a decent amount of money, but you performed and you got way more love than you really thought you was gonna get.
Yeah.
Which one would be better for you?
Fans, definitely fans. Real fans though, like people that, cause I'm a hustler. Like when I lock in with somebody, I lock in with somebody. Whether it's a woman, whether it's a man, you know, let me get your Instagram, get your email, phone number. I'm tapping in. Whenever I do something, I'm sending. I'm splurging. I'm sending whatever I got. So that money that I made right then, it's gonna be 10 times more because I'm gonna do that 10 times and keep doing it because they're locked in. I'm locked in with them. So I look at it more of that. Yeah, like the money right now is good, but you know, say if I just met this person and they're like, you know, you got a dope merch table, but you know, I don't really know you. Okay, that's cool. Lock me in. I'm gonna send them whatever I drop, and then they're gonna spend money if you know they're gonna spend money because I'm I wouldn't say annoying, but I'm on their necks.
I do have an immature fan base as well. So you said locking in with men and women. Is,
Yeah.
you want to explain? You want to kind of
Okay. Oh, all right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. No Diddy.
Okay,
nah.
okay.
Nah,
All
nah,
right.
nah,
Just-
nah, nah, nah.
I
Yeah.
didn't want them to
Nah, definitely.
lose the inbox.
No, I'm
you
saying
know?
like, okay, so some women, okay, I've tapping with and I meet them out or whatever, and they're like, oh well, my boyfriend don't,
Yeah.
whatever. Look, this ain't nothing sexual or no nothing. I'm a hustler. I gotta tap in with you too because it's about the brand. It's not about nothing with that. And with men, it's just, you know, if you're a hustler, we can make money together. Like I ain't never hated on nobody. I never hate on nobody. I know Kansas City is number one immature, but Kansas City is very insecure. You know, with what's the word, like I don't know. I've grown up with some people and I've been around a lot of people, and it's like, you know, when you're around some people and you feel like they're hating on you and you don't really know why though, like you ain't never hated on them for no reason. You give them props and they're in the same boat as you. So my biggest thing, I want everyone to win. I don't care. I don't care who. Just, you know, give me my flowers how I give you your flowers, but that's just a losing game, bro.
Yes,
That's a losing
I don't
game.
say that. Like I don't.
That's
They
a
say
losing
treat
game.
people how they treat you. Like I don't do that.
Right, yeah.
'Cause people will treat you like shit. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna try not. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do me and keep it moving.
Yeah,
I
right.
used to ignore.
And that's another thing with the music thing too, though. It's like when I was really coming up, it's like I'm trying to lock in with all these artists and, you know, but at the same time, a lot of people have over the years, and I understand it now, who cares what this rapper thinks? You know, we're not here for the rappers.
What you mean? What you mean by
Like we're not here to please the biggest rapper in the city or, you know, the rapper that you want to collaborate with. No, we're here to take the rapper's fans, and no hating shit, but we're here to, you know, have their fans become our fans off of, you know, just going to a show or, you know, you just being you, being me. I'm always gonna shine, no matter what somebody thinks. These rappers, oh, he can't or whatever. You know, somebody say, oh, I don't really like his, you know, music or you know whatever. But as long as I got people that are consistently tapping on my music, buying my merch, resharing, reposting, commenting on my YouTube. If you go to a lot of these artists, you know, whether it's local, whether it's whatever. You go to mine, subscribers on point, comments on point, likes on point, views on point, consistency over 10 years.
no disrespect.
it's only
None
getting
on,
better.
and none is bots.
No, none. No, it's consistent. You know, tap in. And that's it's just and still it's just an ongoing grind, and that's what makes it. I love the challenge. I love the challenge.
What's the frustrating part about it?
The frustrating part about the whole thing, well, number one is, I've had these talks with people many times. Artists don't get paid shit. Artists don't get paid shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do this merch. That's why I do these shows. That's why I do something, because, like I said, you put in all this money, and I've had talks with people. I'm like, dude, us artists, we need to get together and we need to go and hold up signs. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay artists more. Which, people do that for a bunch of random shit, but that's how I feel, because, like, producers are the first to get paid. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, when you're really on professional shit, I'm going to pay the producer, I'm going to pay the engineer, okay? If you got clout or whatever, yeah, you'll make some money with features and stuff, whatever, but the artists don't really get paid as much as they should. And that's the frustrating thing about it for me, because that's the grind, bro. At the same time, it's like no pity party, no nothing like that. It's just you got to keep grinding, you got to keep growing, you got to improvise, on shit. That's kind of how I move.
So do you charge for verses?
I wouldn't say I charge for verses, but if somebody wants to do work with me, I got merch. Okay? Buy some merch. Buy a hat. Do something to repost, like show that you genuinely fuck with me, and then we can do some shit. Now, there's been definitely some times it's like, I'm really open because I see talent in a lot of people. Some people might, dude's trash, dudes. Nah, bro, I like the mixture in the city, and the mixture and just people with different art forms. Like I'll fuck with you, especially if you fuck with me and we could piece something together. I think there's a wave. I think there's a direction for everyone's music. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody might not like it, but this person, even though, who knows, they're fucking at home and playing video games all day, they might fuck with it, and they will spend their money too. So I never count nobody out. The weirdest motherfuckers, whoever. Like, there's money to be made. There's fans to be gained.
Do you have a goal, like when y'all throw these shows, beyond the money, beyond the performing? Do you set a goal while you at these? So a lot of underground shows. Say I'm performing, right? I go and I'm bringing my people with me. I know I'm gonna bring in at least $100, regardless, right? But even beyond that, like, I would try to gain a fan, or I would try to gain an artist that I would sleep on, that I never met. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, let me Shazam that. Mm-hmm. Like, if I can Shazam it, I'm like, okay, I'm cool for the night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Opposed to thinking it was a waste, because just like you said, if I'm doing sharp right and bought a shirt for 50, I done did this, I done did that, and I don't get no money on the back end, but I didn't brought in money for y'all in this venue, and now how do we split this?
Yeah.
So it is super frustrating to worry about. I'm not even gonna say worry about, but like knowing you're not getting nothing from it, but you will gain a fan, or you become a fan of somebody else. So I don't even know what the fuck I really asked to begin with.
I see what
do
you're
you
saying.
go in and do you go in looking for anything else beyond the bread and performing and getting fans?
Relationships.
Gotcha.
Relationships. The whole thing in life is just relationships, I feel. And it's unfortunate because, once again, I'm a dying breed. I'm rare. Real is rare. Like, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I see you out. We don't speak in 2 years. I see you out at the gym. What's up, bro?
Fine, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be weird, It's about the relationship. Like, it's just about being genuine. I ain't never, I don't know. It's just, there's no code of ethics. There's no morals out here, and that's how I speak in my music, how I speak in real life. It's just about building relationships, and unfortunately, if I spend money with you, you know what I'm saying, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying. Some people are like, I've seen a lot of people like just get really disrespectful with shit. Like, maybe I just need to lighten up and stop. I don't necessarily take things personal, but it's like, bro, if I spend money with you, I repost your shit, I see you out and it's just genuine. I kind of expect the same, but I shouldn't because everyone's different. Like, we're all grown and, whatever. And that's just how I was brought up. Same thing with my brother, same thing with my friends. I fuck with you. I die about you. I kill about you, But that shit breaks your heart when people won't do the same. But that's just who I am as a person.
I think everybody is. I think we need to realize you can't find you in every. You can't expect
right.
You in every.
I'm 20. I just turned 28, and I'm still learning that. But now, after certain people have told me, like, bro, you just gotta accept people for who they are and expect what they tell you without telling you.
And you got to know that can be part of your maturity, right? I'm not mature in this state yet. I might understand what you said 2 years from now.
Yeah.
You might have been able to tie your shoe at 2.
Mm-hmm.
It took me till 6 to realize, like, damn, he did say.
Yeah.
He was showing love. Now I'm
Yeah.
showing love now.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to not take it personal. Understand
Definitely.
they not where you at yet.
Period.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
Yeah,
You
that's
take it
I
personal.
tell it all the time because it's like just my thought process and stuff. I tell my girl all the time. I'm like, I ain't even gonna take it personal because they're not even where I am mentally. They haven't even been through what I've been through to see what I see. Like, clear as day.
Vice versa too.
Yeah, vice versa.
You don't
Yeah,
know what they're going through.
right. I don't know what they're going through. They don't know what I'm going through, and so we talk about something. And, you might talk with someone and they might get angry over nothing. It's like, just let them be. Like, I'm not even gonna stress it. I'm not even
What
gonna
you
worry.
thought nothing was.
Yeah, right.
That cup could have been full,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that one thing triggered it. So I've learned that and learned to put just put them seeds out there.
Yeah.
Put seeds. You cannot. You don't know what nobody going through.
Period. Yeah.
You don't know. Like, you could be like, damn, so and so spazzed out. Like, damn, I was just.
Right.
It was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know what he
You don't
holding.
know. Yeah. You don't know.
And I kind of see that in you a little bit.
Yeah.
You move a lot.
Yeah.
When people that move a lot, I feel like they
Yeah. I got a lot of
they
shit going
keep
on.
him busy.
Yeah.
With something going on.
Yeah. I mean,
Is
shit.
that essential? Do you just keep it moving?
Nah, definitely. Well, number one, okay, I've just been a go-getter from the jump. Like, I've just been determined. Like, I got that from my dad. My dad was just he was, I guess, the same as me in a sense. He was hot-headed. He was a goer. He lived a wild life until he got sober, and then he just did everything for us. He stopped that fast life and he got sober in 2002, October 8th, 2002, and that's who I looked up to. And he just was one of those dudes, like, you just get up, you handle business, and you don't take shit from nobody, and that's a reason why I'm just a go-getter. I've always been that way. Also, growing up, I always was in sports. I played sports at a young age, and I was always the smallest. I was always the tiniest, but I was always the meanest. I was always the meanest. I was always the one that would hit the biggest guy, and they'd be like, "Oh, are you okay?" "Yeah, I was built for this. Like, this is what I do, And that was my dad because I wanted to make my dad proud. And I think that just, like, I've always been me ever since a kid. I've always been the same. I've always wanted to be the hardest working, the best at whatever I do, and I never really paid attention to what anyone said about, growing up, a lot of people would get all caught up in the, they go through a phase or even whatever, I'd rather look fresh than be solid. I never got caught up in what I wear, stuff like that. Like I'd be the dustiest, technically to whoever, but I'm getting to it behind closed doors where nobody knows, and when it comes also with me just being so sturdy and so like I'm always going and shit, I think it's my coping mechanism to a lot of shit that I've been through, like a lot of trauma and pain. I don't smoke weed. I never drank. Never popped pills. I've never done none of that. I've came from that though. Yeah. Like I've came from addiction. I've came from everything that you can think of down my family tree. So I just kind of learned, bro. I learned we were brought up in Alcoholics Anonymous at a very young age, and I just knew it kind of was instilled in me like I can't, because I'm already kind of like crazy, in a sense. So if I get a little alcohol or I get a little dope in me, like I don't even want to do that because I've already done nutty shit without that shit. So I think that's like I wouldn't say it's a gift and a curse, just me being always active and always going, because I can't really chill. But at the same time, I could be going down. I could have done a lot other different things, but I wouldn't say influenced by I guess I would say influenced by the money, but influenced by the hustle and just trying to break. Now that I'm a man, I couldn't say this 10 years ago when I was 18, but just breaking generational curses, and when my mom passed, I was 17, and after that, like, I was a go-getter, but it kind of turned from sports and turned from, innocence. So I'm a man now, and I don't care what anybody says. I gotta get it. I'm hungry. I was kind of, and that's when I dove into, getting to it and kind of who I became in a sense. Yeah.
What was your mom's relationship?
I mean, she was my mom. I loved her, but she wasn't the mother that I needed, She had her problems. We all have our problems. Looking back, same thing then. I was 17 when she passed. I'm still angry, you know what I'm saying, of like her decisions and stuff like that. But as a man now, I get it a lot more. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, I'm like,
you didn't understand it.
Yeah, but as just seeing that my family and brothers are having the same thoughts and battling with the same problems that she was, even myself, I see it and I have a better understanding. But yeah, I mean, I know I love her. I know she loved me. It's just it wasn't really she was just, I guess, drowning in life, bro. She's just drowning in life from, whatever trauma she had, and some people just, they drown in that and they don't understand that, there's always tomorrow, and that's another purpose of me in life and shit. Like, there's always, today is rough, but tomorrow is a brighter day. Like, this too shall pass, and
you think we got better ways to cope than they did?
I think it was always there.
Well, I guess I say that because I feel like we got more resources.
Yeah, we got more resources.
And stuff. Like, we got they didn't have phones or nothing back then. They didn't. Like, we got way more things to do to help us out than they did. Like, they came up in a generation. I don't know how old Mom's was, but
she was born in '63, I believe.
I had to think about that with my mom. Like, well, what she go? I'm like, bro, why are you still acting like that, though?
Yeah.
Why are you? You know, it's just like something we'll never understand because we didn't have to go through it because we came up in an era where we didn't have to walk to school every day or take a shower with the brothers and sisters.
It goes both ways too, though. At the same time, I definitely, based on me coming up definitely have a lot more blessings than based on what you're saying. Like my grandfather from Chihuahua, Mexico. Just now Chihuahua is a very big place, but back then he was poor. They were poor and they didn't have the resource. They didn't have the iPhones. They didn't have electronics. They didn't have all this what we have. They had basic, a ball and a stick for a bat. Like yeah, it's definitely so it gives you something to show gratitude for and appreciate. But at the same time, we have a lot more temptation to do
Yeah.
bad. I feel because there's I mean, the evil has always been there, but the evil is look. I mean, it's here. Like it's it is what it is. It's just about knowing yourself. I feel to not get trapped in the devil's lies.
The next 10 years, where you see yourself, or what do you want within in the next? If you can draw out the next 10 years, how would you draw it out?
Happy, financially stable. Um, have my life more mapped out because I'm always gonna be growing,
Yeah.
but more complete in a sense of conquering my dreams and conquering. Of course, it also comes with age too. I got older. I'll probably definitely be a lot more closer to God. Not saying that I'm not close to Him now, but I'll be more on a righteous path. Honestly, like not saying that I'm not right now, but at the same time, like
I know what you're saying.
I'm fucking up. We all are, and
We all fall
but I'm
short.
yeah, I'm going to be I'm on it right now. I'm 20. Yeah, I'm 28, and I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've messed up a lot of this and that. But the thing is, I haven't burnt any relationships. As everyone else has burnt the relationships. Like my rap sheet's good. Like, I'm great, and now that I'm this age, I understand that those people can't get my time. People like those people can't get my time, and though this business relationship isn't worth it, and that temptation to go do that isn't worth it, and so it's just I'm going to be more complete to who I was set out to be, like more tapped in with my destiny in a sense. Yeah,
That is definitely good,
yeah,
especially the burning relationship.
yeah. Oh,
Man, burning bridges is
whoo, that shit.
that's one of the worst things you could possibly. With my experience,
Yeah.
it'll stick with you,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and you will want to go back and try to,
Yeah, there's
even with anything happening, people die too.
yeah,
But then
definitely,
you're like, damn, man, I wish I'd have.
definitely.
You don't ever want to wish that, so you're doing
Right,
good on that path.
for
As
sure.
long as you do that, I think everything else
Yeah,
will work itself out, man. Especially because you fool with people.
yeah,
I see you're a people's person at the end of the day.
yeah,
You don't overextend,
yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? Like if you're in a room with somebody,
I do right by people, and I hold my word as bond, like this law. Like if I say something, I do it. If I don't, then yeah, I'm like you said, I'm gonna beat myself up. Even if it's nothing like I ain't do nothing wrong to that person, but I know I owe. Not that I owe that person something, but it's like it's just who I am. I'm like I'm a lookout for people. Not in a sense of people get it confused. Not in a sense of financially. I help people with that, but instead of like my little cousin just turned 9 yesterday. Instead of gifts and stuff, like definitely gifts or whatever, but it's more about teaching them right and wrong and showing them about life, and especially when not speaking on that situation necessarily, but especially when those younger generation, the younger life, or whoever doesn't have those role models or doesn't have those people to look up to, I feel like that might be my purpose. Like even though I'm still fucking up, but I'm not in their face, like, speaking to them, like I do whatever I do and I claim my wrongs, but I'm teaching them to be better than me, and that's with, I just had a daughter. that's with her, that's with, just teaching her about life and just being being the truth, and that's pretty much what I represent in the whole sense.
Kendrick or Drake?
I mean, what Kendrick or Drake? Like what I listen to? Drake. I mean Drake, but Kendrick is like he's like I don't know. I think Kendrick is more of like a serious, like a more like if we're Drake is like he's the popular, but Kendrick is you just gotta respect it. Like if I'd rather,
If you could delete one of their, you have to delete one of their catalogs.
I mean, I'd delete Kendrick for sure. I'd
Let's
say
go.
Kendrick, but
Pac and Biggie.
I gotta delete Biggie. I gotta go with Pac only because I think Pac relates more to just me as a person, and he just be on some gangster ass shit, and he like I could listen to Pac and be on like not saying that the music influences me, but like okay, I fuck with Pac.
Muhammad Ali or Tyson?
Tyson, just because I know more about Tyson and I just like his fighting style. I like to fight, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like Tyson though, like he's a monster.
I had one too. Elvis or Puff Daddy?
I mean Elvis because this shit that's coming out with Diddy. You said Puff Daddy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, as a mogul or as a fucking person.
Like
Elvis.
Elvis was on that too, wasn't he?
Nah,
I heard Elvis was on some shit too.
I don't think so. I've heard shit like Elvis stole music and shit.
Oh no, I heard
Definitely, yeah, definitely. But I don't. But then again, I don't know enough.
Yeah, me either. I'm gonna look it up
that
too.
same thing with like Trump and Kamala. Like, I've heard good things about Trump, but I don't really fuck with his message. As like he's still dirty. He's still not an honest person. Like, and this is who we have to run the country. Kamala, I don't really know much about her, but certain shit I've heard, I don't like it.
Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder?
Those are other two people that, of course, I know, but I don't know enough about them. But Stevie Wonder. I mean, I don't know, bro.
I like that.
Yeah.
Let's go Eminem or Millie's?
Eminem by far. The fuck? That's easy. I mean, Millie's is nice, right?
You got Eminem top 3? Where you got Eminem at?
Say it one more time.
Your top 5. Where do you got Eminem? Is Eminem in the top 5?
I'd probably say Eminem's number 1.
I agree. Where you going from there?
Eminem.
Actually, before we get into that, LeBron or Jordan?
I think Jordan was the first, but I think LeBron. I'm not really even into basketball that much, but just you can't deny the greatness that LeBron, even not even being into basketball like that. He's done things and he keeps on going higher. Like you can't say nothing about LeBron. I don't care if you're the biggest LeBron hater. LeBron is LeBron, and he's gonna get it done. That's just who he is. So
do you think it's impossible to be the GOAT? Then? Really?
Is it possible to be
impossible to be the GOAT, especially in a team sport?
Nah, I mean, it's opinion based, but
so you got Jordan, right? He had Phil Jackson. He had Dennis Rodman, who led the league in rebounds forever. You got Scotty.
Yeah.
Tony Kukoc.
Yeah.
You got a host of people who he had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still got Jordan. Jordan still was young. And you got LeBron, who's doing this in year 20?
Yeah.
22?
I'd say LeBron is the GOAT. I mean, my GOAT is Kobe. Me coming up, I've just always been a Kobe fan. But LeBron, yeah, you can't deny it. You can't deny it. I think
And I'm gonna say
at
that.
this point, I don't think no one's close, really.
And LeBron did it from high school all the way up.
Yeah,
Only reason I wouldn't give Kobe because Kobe didn't even start
yeah.
to begin with.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
LeBron is just like a freak of nature. Like,
Yeah.
just it's like you can't deny it, bro. He's just that. That's just
Let's go back to your top five. Your top five. Eminem one.
Eminem. It's just the spectrum so wide. So
Or your favorite five. It ain't even got to be top five.
I couldn't say favorite neither though, because I mean that's I don't know. I just list off 5 very prominent.
Yeah.
Okay, Eminem, Pac's definitely up there. That's 2. Let's see, Pac. Mm, Nas maybe.
Okay.
Nas might be up there. Uh, Big Pun maybe.
Okay. I started to ask you about him earlier. So.
Yeah, Big Pun maybe. Big
You give me DMX.
DMX. I fuck with DMX, but like
Well,
that's
not
what.
really.
There's so many,
Yeah, it's big,
so many
yeah.
names. Like I want to say Jadakiss, but I mean there's so many names and there's so much talent that hasn't even been cracked neither. Like there's so much talent.
That's why I feel like that GOAT shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's impossible to have a
Yeah.
top five.
Yeah.
It's impossible. I think I did this with Herb too. Herb the Phenom.
Yeah.
And we were just not. You can name a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't even give a fuck about the GOAT, to be honest. Really,
Yeah,
it's a
there's-
good conversation starter, but like,
Right.
man, there's a lot of people that
There's
did
a
some
lot of people that are crazy, and there's still like local cats that are crazy. Like, so I don't know. I'd say who else in there? I don't know. Even like people like Jewels. Like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
like
It was different.
yeah. There's so much. There's so much talent. Like, but yeah, I guess I.
So what 5?
Jeezy too. I fuck with Jeezy. I came up fucking with Jeezy.
Me too. Can you name 5 that really surprised you here locally, or just
say
people that
surprised.
surprised you? Not surprised, but like, boy, that boy can rap. Boy, he is nice. Or they were just because everybody nice, but who wowed you? Even with just experience in the studio, or just like I said, it kind of gives you motivation.
Coming up, Straight Jacket. Straight Jacket. I never heard of Straight Jacket. That's like hip hop, Kansas City shit. Let's see, my big cousin Luna, Mr. Luna, Panic Maniacal, Kiwi,
Okay.
Kiwi, Ron, dude from he came up with them back then too. He's from Topeka, I think. Older cat. Nah, not Irv. Irv is nice too though. Irv is like he's like pioneer. He's been doing this shit for a long time, and people like him don't get the credit. But yeah, Irv. What's his name? He's been in the mix for a long time though. But who else? When I was coming up, Riv Loke.
Yeah.
He could rap his ass off. Riv Loke. Let's see. Let me think of a couple more.
My pondering that, who would you like to work with? Who you haven't worked with?
Who would I like to work with locally? I'd like to do a song with Rich. I was trying to get a song with Kiwi, RP, Kiwi. I I definitely, that would definitely in my plans.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of people like, even people that just have been in the grind in the Kansas City local scene for years. Like I respect that. I like the longevity of it and just the hustle. And so boy Big, I guess, like he would be dope on a hook. But yeah, I've done. I'd like to do more music with Kai.
High color.
Yeah, I've done a song with bro. G's been doing this shit for a minute. G Watts. I got two songs with him, I think. MB still doing this shit. I like to collab more with him. AL.
Yeah.
AL's nice. He comes into the shop, every week type shit. Sydney August. Have you ever heard of her? She's a singer. She's from here. She fucks with
I
Dirk.
think I heard her once.
Yeah.
I heard about
she's
her
tough.
once. Her name came up once before.
She's tough.
You say Sid?
Sydney August. Her name
August.
is Sydney August.
No, so I know Sid.
Sid, say it one more time.
I know Sid Watkins.
Okay.
I heard of Sid
I
Watkins.
don't think
not
I've heard
that
of her. There's so much. Like my little cousin Slim Santana, she does music. I just got the studio going at the crib. Got a cool setup. She's probably the first I'm gonna tap in because I've been wanting to tapping with her for a minute. She's coming up. She's coming up and doing her thing for sure. There's a lot of artists that I wanna work with, bro. Like a lot, but just about finding time.
So man, I'm 40.
You,
Yeah.
I definitely like to fuck with you on the music, bro.
So you're in your 20s. What is it can we do to help the younger generation out?
Musically,
Just in period, musically, first off, but because it's a huge. We used to have these. Me and TJ from the Goonies
okay.
used to have this conversation about how, not saying he was standoffish, like with he fooled the older crowd, but like not.
Yeah.
It was more like we weren't receptive.
Mm-hmm.
But we would feel the same way because it's
Yeah.
a young man's game. I feel like right
Yeah.
now. Though. But what is it can we do to help the young generation out?
I think
if it came to you, you know what I mean. If you had any control of it,
spreading awareness on what's real and like just me being a person, teaching them the rights and the wrongs and just speaking like this and actually dropping jewels and not saying no dumb shit like talking about what's popular, talking about what's not popular, which is being real, taking care of your family, taking care of your mom, taking care of your dad, taking care of your brothers, don't snake your brothers, don't fuck your girls or your other's girl, shit like that. Like, just you don't rob, or if you do rob, just be ready to fucking take what comes with that. There's not enough of that. There's too much of, oh, that's popular. Do that, mask up, walk around, go into a gas, and we got the gas station in Westport. We don't let nobody walk in with guns. If you walking when you put it up. You put it up in its respect. If you have it, I don't know, but don't be walking in my fucking store with a fucking 30-round magazine. I'm not playing that shit, bro, because this shit's dangerous out here. Just more spreading what's real, bro, and not in the sense of, oh, motherfuckers are bad, but motherfuckers gotta bump their heads a couple times, and that's with a lot of young people out here. Unfortunately, a lot of people gotta bump their heads, and
do you though?
Huh? You don't. But even if you don't bump your head, you bump your head in a littler sense. Yeah. But you don't have to, but even me speaking where I'm, not even who I am, like I bump my head in a sense of when I was younger, in a sense of what's right to the whatever, but I ain't bump my head in a sense of I did nobody wrong. I didn't do this to somebody and do this to somebody. No, I just, I'm came up out the mud trying to make it without a handout. That's, I got to get it somehow. And this is, I never took from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, But yeah, it's just I think just spreading awareness and continuing to put that on Front Street instead of making it popular to scam people or sell fake whatever, like instead of you can make money, you can stack money, you can do stuff, but do it the right way. You don't have to hurt someone else by doing that, be true, be honest to people, you don't have to lie and put on a front. Nah, you just be yourself. If they don't fuck with it, they don't fuck with it. You know, that's I think that's what, but that's never gonna happen because I don't think that will ever happen because nobody has these code of ethics. It's like I feel like I live in a mafia movie, and it's not. Nobody holds that shit.
Like I said, it got to be seeds, just little small seeds,
little seeds, and
you
as
can't
long
save
as
the world,
yeah, as long as my family correlates and understands that, then I guess that'll help the world a little bit, But I mean,
it's a start. I kind of want to start like I don't know if I want to do it quarterly. Like say if you got 10 young cats and then 10 OGs, we all link up and swap game and say. Man, I hate when you old niggas do this, man.
Yeah.
And we like, man, we hate when you young cats do this.
Yeah.
But open dialogue.
I think that's an understanding of.
Yeah.
Same thing with police and people that are not in the police force. Like, I think it would make more sense for the people, the police to be from these places. You know what I'm saying? Why is a random total stranger that doesn't know anything about anything coming down here to try to be a big dog? Like, no, it's not about that. It's about understanding the next person. Like, go back into, we got the shop down there, 1600 West 39th Street. Mr. Z's been there since 1977. People love us. We love the people. There's some young dudes that come in there every once in a while and caught him stealing. Look, I know they're young. So I can't do nothing to him. What I put out the word, one of his big homies or something, checks him because he got love for us. And then he comes in and, I tell him like, I could, just me being mature, I don't snap and I don't, get on to the same dumb shit that he's on. Like, no, look, talk to me, bro. You have to wake up, bro, before you end up in a box or before you end up in prison, and I'm talking to you as a man and trying to understand you because I was there before too. And I don't want you to do that, even though I don't know you. But like, once again, there's certain people that's just gonna have to bump their heads, and hopefully they don't die behind it before.
I'll give you $10. Just don't steal.
You're right. Yeah, you ain't gotta steal. Yeah,
here, go ahead, sweep up the back.
Right. And these are the same motherfuckers. Like, same. Like, yeah, whatever. Y'all don't have to come in here looking mysterious. What do y'all want? I got y'all. And then those same people though, like, I don't know if it's who's in their household, but then again, we don't know what they're going through. They turn around a week later and act like I didn't just, like what I'm talking about, the relationships. Like, I didn't just look out for y'all. Like, I ain't just, help y'all out. And you're going to turn around and you're going to, treat me like a punk. That's when it's like, okay. But at the same time, okay, y'all are younger than 21. I normally I put my hands and I, but nah, I ain't even going to do that.
You gotta walk with 'em. You gotta keep walking with 'em.
And that's there's not enough people.
That's what Monty always said. Instead of chastising so much, try walking with them instead of giving up. So
yeah.
Like we just do a lot and we quick to just even in the marriage, like you do all this shit and as soon as they do something wrong, you ready? Man, I want a divorce. Yeah. It's till death do us part. It's it said man, you just gotta work.
Yeah, you grow as a person too. So yeah, you grow as a person over time too because, but a lot of stuff is also in you. It's about how you were raised and what you've seen and but I think a lot of people fail to realize you can break those generational curses. You don't have to uh, be an alcoholic because your pops was. You don't have to be a dope fiend because your auntie was. You don't have to do those things. You can break those curses. And that's kind of, I think people commit to that sometimes a little too much and it's really, I don't, that's kind of shit. I'd speak on shit like that because that's literally what I'm dealing with in life, in real life. Same thing with the music. In real life, I'm dealing with all this shit, and I'm not perfect at all. I'm not perfect at all, but if I can just, I wish certain of my family, I could just get in their minds and just say, hey, wake the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You have these keys and you can unlock your potential. So we don't have to be living like this, or you're going to die like this and your kids are going to adopt this train of thought. And that's just how generational curses continue going for over and over and over. But yeah.
If it's anything you can, you just gave actually some good advice. But if you could leave off, if we can learn anything from you, what advice would you give the world or any of us? What's one key piece of advice you would give?
So don't let the trials and tribulations and misfortune define you. And there's never, don't ever just, if you fall down, you're going to fall down a million times, but get back up. Or the day you don't get back up is the day you'll continue being stagnant, and it's bigger than you, especially if you got kids. It's bigger than you. It's especially if you got little cousins and little, nephews or whatever. It's bigger than you. So get back up. Find a outlet. Whether it's turning to God, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's talking to a therapist. That should be a regular thing also. Like, whether your life is great or your life is in shambles, men, women, whoever need to make it a regular thing to go talk to somebody. Like what we're doing right here, this is therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Like this should be a regular thing. It shouldn't be hidden things, Speak on things that are bothering you or hold it in. And sometimes you shouldn't hold it in because, the things could happen. Bad things could happen in a sense of, suicide or homicide or, depression, and that depression kills too, so.
Yeah, and to piggyback off you, don't just think about the negatives. Even if you are gonna think about something negative, think about a positive as well.
Yeah.
So write down something fucked up, but right after that, write down some good shit. So
And last to piggyback off that or just to whatever, stop looking at the next man.
looking people backyard.
Stop looking at the next man. All you should worry about is yourself. Who cares if this guy got this and got this and this? You don't know what he went through, or you don't know who he knows or anything. But regardless, it doesn't matter. Regardless, it doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is you and what you do when you wake up. Simple. And people get caught up. That's why a lot of people are stuck because, and that's another thing with this social media. Everyone's looking at everyone else. No, like people make this shit look good, and you don't think they're going through shit. They are, So stop looking at the next man and worry about you. Oh well, he did this. I can do no. That's another thing I'm dealing with in real life. I'm trying to show people the way, and then people are, until people wake up and claim their bullshit. I ain't got nothing to say to no one.
Speaking on looking at the next man, tell the people where they can find you. I know you told them don't look at you.
Zajikc on Spotify, iTunes, Apple, YouTube, pretty much wherever. On Facebook, TONY space ZAJIC. type in that name pretty much wherever it's gonna pop up. Yeah, we can lock in. You got some shit going. You want to throw some shows. You want to print up some merch. You want to, do some music or whatever. Tap in. It's all about grinding for me and tapping in and building relationships. So, yep. Zajikc, two phone tone. Appreciate it.
Have you thought about consolidating your name?
Zajikc or the two phone tone?
You got tone here.
Okay, so
here, there, that there.
I've had a couple. I started like I had for a second like no one really knew, but I called myself Savage 23. Savage 23, and then for the longest it was Lil Zajikc, Lilzajic.
What is it? What is Zajikc?
Zajikc is my last name.
Okay.
So that's my last name. I added the K in the Zajikc because my dad, when he was around, he was like, I don't want that shit on my name. Like, because I speaking, what I was speaking. I don't want that shit on my fucking name. So I said, okay, I'll put a KC, for Kansas City. And a lot of people were like Zajikc KC, but really it's Zajikc. I just added the, whatever K. But, yeah, so, that's, so Zajikc is pretty much, that's me, just a K for Kansas City. But I'll probably keep that. I also know that name is like, that's a personal name. That's like for my fans. That's not really a name that you'll see like, like mainstream type shit. But, I'm an independent grind, that's.
So what's your name at the gym?
Tony.
Okay, gotcha.
Tone is my,
entertainment.
Tony, my name is, my actual name is Anthony, but I've never been called Anthony.
Tony. Yeah, y'all Tone. All right. So when you got the chain on, you Zajikc.
I mean, I'm Tone, Zajikc, whatever. Like, I mean, I am who I am. Like, on the music, I'm the music, but in person, I'm always me. Like, when I say, like, that's just who I am. So, I'm Tone or Zajikc. That's just, like, I ain't, it's music, but it's me.